Hey guys, welcome back to the WODdoc Project 365, episode 424. Today what we're doing is freeing up some shoulder movement by working on the internal rotators of the shoulder. They're the ones that commonly limit us into that shoulder flexion and external rotation position when we go up and overhead. They tend to get short and tight because we live in this internally rotated, hunched over position. Now, today what we're going to be using is a stick. We're going to put it up on top of our side, up on top of its side like this. Traditionally, we're going to use a stick to go like this, but instead what we're going to do is we're going to bring the handles up like this, and we're going to put our body pressure on, and I'm going to pinch that subscap and lat material between my shoulder blade in the top and the handle of the stick on the bottom. So here's what it's going to look like. I'm going to get up here on all fours. I could sit back onto my haunches like this, or I can come up to all fours like this. I'm going to show you being up on all fours because I can better regulate the pressure. So here's how we get the stick handle to the position that I want. I'm going to just start onto my lat. I'll show you like this real quick. I'm going to start onto like my ribs, and I'm going to push my lat material out of the way. And once I do that, I'm driving the stick, if you make an angle up, and I'm trying to pinch that lat material and that subscap in this direction, trying to pinch the shoulder blade, the underneath the shoulder blade, and the stick handle together, okay? So it comes here like this. I just start with pressure onto the rib cage area, and I let those sticks slide to the side. And then what happens there is you can see how that gets up and in. And now I got pressure, I got the meat stuck between the handle of the stick and the bottom portion of the shoulder blade or the scapula. So once I get there, I'm just going to relax this entire hand, because the more I relax this, the deeper into the tissue I can get and the better pressure I can get onto those deeper set internal rotators. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to keep this hand dead, this left hand dead in this case, and I'm going to do 10 circles clockwise. Once I finish 10 circles clockwise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go 10 circles counterclockwise. Now the larger the circles that you make, the more pressure it's going to use to apply out, to kind of push outwards onto the tissue and then inwards. So you'll get more torque and more torsion, more stretch and more shear pressure on that tissue. So once I go ahead and I finish 10 clockwise circles and 10 counterclockwise circles, I'm going to take the width of the handle and I'm just going to move up towards my armpit. So I'm starting a little bit down lower, almost nipple level, and then I'm going to come up a little bit higher up into the armpit. And I'm going to repeat that same process. 10 circles clockwise, 10 circles counterclockwise. And again, this hand is really, really loose. I'm not pressing through it. But the cool thing is I still get to use this hand to modulate the pressure. If I'm somebody that's very sensitive in this area, I'm going to be able to use my right hand and a little bit of my left hand to kind of push and modulate that pressure. So what we would do is 10 circles clockwise, 10 circles clockwise, 10 circles counterclockwise, moving up a handle width as high as we can go until we get all the way up there into the armpit. And you'll find some spots that might be hotter than the other, some spots that might bother you a little bit more than the other. That's fine, you can spend a little bit more time there. But then always test, retest that overhead position, see how that works for you. Guys, until tomorrow, we're optimizing function to optimize performance.